This arrived yesterday. This is a custom-made door and window for the acorn storage downstairs. So that box contains the window for here and the door for here. It's been a while since I've been in here. It's bone dry. Amazing. This was originally grain storage, so I knew I'd be okay. This is only part of it. The other half is up on the roof, which will soon come down and come back here. Very pleased with what I'm finding in here. The nuts are in excellent condition. I have some cleaning up to do. Whenever I come back to this house, I can't believe it's mine. Even though I worked so hard to create this house, I still can't believe it's mine. She's tired. It's hot. I came to Jumbo to find these rings for my old mason jars. They didn't have them. But look what I did find. I got some cushions. 24 to be exact. For the threshing circle, the Alona, they're just the fjärden to kevisofta to chroma. You get in a good mood just looking at this color. I think the entrance is here. We'll find out in the afternoon when Freddie comes back. There's a lot of work to do here, but I'm gonna go back to the fields because this is a two-person job and I don't have a second person until later today. Wonder what else we'll find. Here's a pop-up doorway, but very low. What the heck? my first tank of gas for the day. I got pretty far on one tank this time. I'm not sure if that's skill or luck. Still have all of this to do down here. I'm about halfway through now. That gives me a chance to have breakfast as well before I continue. But yeah, I got quite a bit done pre-breakfast. I got pretty far before I lost the screw in the strimmer again. Okay, so I found another structure, and this one looks more serious. It's taller. So I'm guessing this one would have been a house. Animals on this side, house on the other. But I don't even know if this is on my property. I have to ask. I found several fig trees that I think will be okay if I water them and keep them pruned really hard this year. And here is the first cleared room, which is a bathroom. Yep, I'll show you how it was used in the past. I've seen these before on this island. This is pre-plumbing bathroom. So you would have come in here, basically, you sat on it with your butt hanging out the backside, and you did your business. So I think when my volunteer Costa gets here next week, we can do that. We can be raking it and mulching it, and raking it and mulching it. It's a big job, but I think if I do it once well, then managing the whole place will be a lot easier. That last half hour was pretty tiring, but we came down quite far. I don't know if you can see in the sunshine, but there are all these terraces. Don't have too much more. I mean, I do, but I don't. What I have is difficult, that's what I want to say. I don't have too much more, but it's this stuff which is just really hard to hack away at. Somewhere on the other side of that big patch is a fence, and that's where I stopped. So I believe it's just this one last terrace, and then all of that stuff on the side there. And then of course around here is a mess. I need to get this cleaned up. A lot of wood for the fireplace in this area. Well, I'm gonna get myself washed up, wash my hair, and take my dog to dinner in town. I need to go up to the village to get a couple payments. And a friend of mine has a place up there, makes some great food, gluten-free, which is super. So yeah. Whew. Hey Siri, what time is it? Oh I think my cat was bit by a snake because her left paw has been hurting her and it's swollen and there's nothing in it. But she's okay. She puts pressure on it and she doesn't scream when I press it to see what's wrong. Okay, you know the deal. We're going over to see the kitchen, see if any progress has been made. I have not been there for 2 whole weeks. I'm kind of fed up. I'm a little bit upset because it's just gotten out of control late. But I'm hoping for some kind of miraculous surprise today. What do you think, Ruby? Yeah? Everybody's here and nothing's been done. Okay, so the windowsills have been put in, and the window frames have been put in. What's going on here? I'm not gonna lie, I'm really frustrated at this point. I'm really frustrated and I don't know what to do because everything I've worked for so long, for more than a decade, is about to go down the drain if I can't get this business moved. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some weed whacking because that'll make me feel like I have some control over our situation. Era. Volevo bene te. So we cleared off the front and we cleared off the top. And now there's this issue in here. So that really, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. But at least I figured out what this thing is. And what it is an old chicken house. So this is the door. The chickens go in and out. Of course, this could be much, much deeper. Underneath all the debris, it's probably about 50 centimeters deeper. But then inside there, they have their little yard. And then there's the chicken house. You can see the door. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to use this for anything. But I'm glad I cleared it out one time. And then there's this, that's the back side of the toilet. This is simply a wall. The next yard is at that height. That's where I was confused. I thought this was a building as well. Big tree was completely dead. So it's probably a good thing that it got out of here. I'll show you. It's completely loose already and dead. What a racket out here this morning. I was a little bit worried that these sheep were in my acorns because they're so close to my bedroom window. Kept me up half the night last night wondering if they were ravaging my acorn storage. Pushing each other around. Spectacular morning, just spectacular. This is such a special place. There are not that many valleys left on the island that are completely untouched like this. I have to watch myself as I go down these steps because we have a snake living right here. Just a skinny little guy, long and skinny. I think if I get at it really early, I can finish weed whacking today. I think. It's either today or tomorrow. The idea today is to finish this corner here of weed whacking. It's quite a lot still. I've never seen it whacked since I've been here. So I have a feeling it's going to take a while, but we're going to start early so it's not too hot. Ruby? What do you say? Is that a plan? I think my whacker has cooled down enough. Let's see. Hey, Ruby. Did you come out to help? Sharp. Your little toes are going to get pricked. Make our way up to the front of this and see what it is. This is so much fun. I've talked before about how when I was a kid, I was the one scraping around the bushes at recess, making a whole fantasy world, moving rocks around. I'm in my element here. I love it. Okay, it's 9:30. I've done about less than 2 hours, and the machine definitely needs to cool down longer than I've been letting it cool down. So I'm gonna have a little break, have a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna try to push through and do this the rest of this morning. It's that corner. The pile of wood that's there is on another property, so I'm going up to a wall right before that. I don't think that particular corner has been cleaned for decades and decades, because it's knee deep in biomass. It's always so good to come back to this oak tree, to under this oak tree. After a couple hours like that, the temperature's so cool under here. What a pleasure. Well, this is keeping me in shape, I can tell you that. I just want to compare this video I'm taking now with the video I took a couple months ago when I thought I was going to be able to do this by hand with a scythe. God, talk about delusional. I could barely get it done with a weed whacker. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, look at it now as opposed to how it was. I would really like to get in here and whack this all down. I'm a little bit afraid of snakes though. So I don't think this is gonna happen immediately. Gonna let it dry out a little bit. Oh, hello, friend. Hello. Maybe I should try the carrot and fly repellent on her this morning. Let me go get it. So glad I got out here at 7:30 in the morning. It's still pretty bearable. It's only 9:30. So all this stuff that we took out yesterday, I'm just letting it dry a bit and then I'll crunch it up. You want a carrot? You're gonna learn English. I have to go get the carrot. I don't have it. I'll go get it. Just a minute. Okay, I've got it. Every time I finish a tank of gas, I need to let the machine cool. I have to say, for a 250-euro machine, this thing has been stellar. You know, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it got me through this first phase, and that's all I needed. It used to be there was a huge difference between the 1,000-euro machines and the 250-euro machines, but I don't think there's that big a difference anymore. I'm pretty excited because I found an intact stairway here. These are so helpful when you're doing farm working or hauling things up and down hills. I'm assuming there would have been on all of these terraces, but cows and sheep have lodged them out of place and destroyed them over the years. 10-year-old Marcie wanted nothing more than to scrape around in the dirt and find stone staircases. Weird, I know. I don't understand what that's all about, but I'm just glad I'm here and I'm doing it. This patch, which is directly on the border with the next property, has not been cleared for decades, literally decades. From what I understand, I don't know, maybe this part doesn't even belong to the property that I'm leasing. I'll have to ask, but I think just one time it's nice to have it cleared all the way to the wall. And this is the backside of a residence. You can see where a window has been blocked in with stone. I hope to have time sometime in the next couple of weeks to whack my way through to the front side of this and have a look at it. But for now, the number one priority is to get this last terrace done. There's this major one here, which is the thickest, sharpest, most nasty, snake-ridden part I've seen yet on the property. You can see what's underneath. Once you get under it, it's just thick with wood, literal wood. At least I've got it ready for volunteers to be able to help me. Going around the places I've whacked and finding big stalks that I really couldn't do much with, and with tools, with shovels, pulling those out of the ground. There are so many of them. We're also going to be collecting the rocks that are strewn around the places that have collapsed and get those kind of out of the way from where we want to plant. These last weeds I have to cut are about 3 meters tall. I don't know if it shows on the video. They are absolutely enormous and they're hard to get down. These are relatively fresh, so I just crunch what I can and then I'll leave them to dry out, and then I do a round. And this whole area is so dense, it's like ankle deep in biomass. I've seen all kinds of things jumping out of my way. It's pretty wild in here. But I don't have far to go. Only about 4 or 5 meters. 4 or 5 very dense meters. It wasn't possible before starting to clear this to realize what a great terrace it is. It's about 100 square meters, flat and untouched. Such a simple thing, and yet it makes farming so much easier on these hills. Let's go over to the gate. Come on. Let's go over to the gate. You really are such a good girl. All right. I gotta get to work. Yep. Hey, sweetie. Vamos, Speedy. You okay? Mom. I think she likes us now. Good morning. So early this morning I came out with the dog and I didn't have any carrots, and the donkey came running up to me and put her head into my hands, and she was so demonstrative. So I came back with carrots. Hi! You decided to come? I almost forgot to film this. So somebody came, a different person, and did some cosmetic work on this wall. So it's looking pretty good. We're still waiting for the electric company. You okay, Ruby? Are you okay? Not really. I lost track of how many days it took, but the entire terraced hill is clean now. Look who waits out here every morning. She's getting really spoiled.